Both of you've been involved in issues of connections to land, the threat of removal of land and property, also of water. What are you hoping that our community here that we're growing will leave with?
The courage of the reporters, right? So UNESCO has a survey that they did a couple of years ago of 900 environmental journalists from around the world. 70% of them said that they have been harassed, they have been attacked, and it has been unsafe for them to tell their stories. People want to get this information out, but y'all, it's dangerous. Right? I was told, closed doors, it's dangerous for me to advocate against certain water issues here in Chicago. This happens more often than not. There are stories that don't come out, conversations that will not happen because of elected officials that are a part of the conversations, appointed individuals, then there are companies that are a part of it. And I was just so grateful that we have people that are courageous enough to tell the stories. As I started to peel back the layers of water access and water equity and water issues, I kept coming to everybody's not clear on how much water we have, where it is, who has jurisdiction over it, under what circumstances it can be used, who's responsible for cleaning it, and it is extremely litigious at times. We don't necessarily even understand what the issues are until they are issues. How do I continue to learn? How does this impact me? Because there are similar situations of folks coming into the Great Lakes, looking to buy our water and move it across the nation or even across the world.
One of the things that I saw in the film that was utilized as a tool to combat the issues of this oppression is to sue the government, and that is the way that we were able to accomplish one of the biggest pieces of environmental justice legislation that is currently being proposed at the city level in the city of Chicago, which is the Cumulative Impacts Ordinance. It was through a voluntary compliance agreement through the HUD settlement in which we were able to accomplish this. The Cumulative Impacts Ordinance is set to establish a health assessment and a cumulative burden assessment before industry is intended to develop in a community. And so now we are going to start to work backwards to correct things that should have been addressed a long time ago. We had never taken into account what kind of burdens and what kind of health impacts industry we're going to have in communities. And so now we're putting that at the forefront of a permitting process in order to start to hopefully address some of the issues that frontline communities are facing in Chicago.
Environmental injustice can happen to anyone of any ethnicity in this state. And if we keep that at the forefront of our mind, that inequity can exist anywhere in 102 counties, and it's our job to identify who's the vulnerable and how do we help, I think we'll be on a good way.